What up, what up? We going in right now. We gonna wait till everybody be able to load up in. Let's see. All right, we starting up. Y'all. Trying to let a few more people come in, get up in here. Get up in here so you ain't missing anything. If you do miss anything, of course, it's all good because you'll be able to record it. You'll be able to record it. I want to thank the host for allowing me to come in as well. Let's see if we can get that good thing going. Yeah, okay. So we all in right now. You want to go ahead and do your intro? My apologies. I ain't trying to interrupt on what we are. This the lecture. Do the work. / godlike complex. Okay. So right now, I'm still letting people load up in. I advise you to load up in because I'm gonna immediately go into the studies, the teachers. So we're gonna do a magic ritual for us right now. Anybody dealing with finances or will want more abundance, more prosperity and wealth, we finna start this up now. You know, go ahead. What else you want to say?
Today I'm going to be your host for the occultism for the financial fanatic.
Mm-hmm. Speaking to the camera too more. Yeah.
You know, we're gonna bring it to you.
Yeah, I've covered this up. So here we go. We're gonna start off a little bit of something, man. So with this beginning of the lecture, of course we don't have to speak, so it don't get flagged. But beginning of the lecture, I want you to visualize you having all the money in the world. You're already rich. You get what I'm saying? In a little bit, we're gonna let this play a little bit. And you want to talk to the cosmos right now. You get what I'm saying? Talk to the cosmos right now. And get your abundance and your money right now. I got plenty of money. Real time magic. Think about you having plenty money. Big face money. Talk to the cosmos while you're singing this. You hear me? Yeah, like. money mantra right now.
Ain't no rewinding the text. Take notes if you can. I would if I was you. Speak up loud. On the other side. Take notes.
So make sure that you're able to hear the music in the background. You hear me? And utilize this as a mantra until this lecture starts. It's gonna be a fire lecture, y'all. Think about the money, think about the song, and you having the money. It's magic that I want to teach right now too. Let's go. I got plenty money. Talk to the cosmos. You understand to the cosmos. Even after this lecture, you gotta play this song. You hear me? Plies, I got plenty money. Just so you can get it in. Yeah. All right.
You know who I am? I am DJ CSTL. Just to, get you in tune.
So yeah, I wanted to start that off with just so you can do real-time magic right now. So that song is Plies, I Got Plenty Money. I just thought about that before the lecture. So we can pull off an inside joke to another person that operate with me on a psyche level and understand that I feel you. So utilize that first song as a money mantra. You get what I'm saying? As a money mantra and real-time magic that you can utilize, man. And I allow my brother to also hone in and give you what this lecture about, which is titled "Do the Work / Godlike Complex." That's about right.
It's about right.
Okay, good. So like one of the things we're gonna cover and make sure and I want it to be like a regular lecture. Come in and bring the energy. Allow this only for high frequency people, high frequency students able to understand and comprehend. So this message and this lecture will be given out occult form, metaphysical form, phenomenology form, and eschatology form. You get what I'm saying? And it's very special. It's a very special starting back on my lecture, starting back on everything. Let's get us right. Okay. Yeah, starting back on the lectures and starting back on everything, getting us back right. Let's go ahead with it, man.
Alchemy and spiritually alchemies. Can you give me a little touch on that? Okay, well, let me break it down a little more. What I'm
Alchemy
saying.
and spiritual alchemy.
Alchemy and
Alchemy.
spiritually alchemy.
Alchemy and spiritually alchemy. Okay, yeah, alchemy and spiritual alchemy. So, and what's the question? What is alchemy and what's spiritual alchemy?
You can start off with that.
Okay. So alchemy and spiritual alchemy. And I will break it down in like the science class that we all were supposed to be given and supposedly pass: science, physics, and quantum physics. So science alchemy can also be, or alchemy, just alchemy could be science alchemy. So that's physical alchemy. And spiritual alchemy could be an understanding to even perform it, but it's in a form of alchemy. So without the physical tools, and you performing those same or understanding that you could perform what's on the outside within and get the same results, if greater. So that what I will label spiritual alchemy and spiritual. You get what I'm saying? Spiritual is everything somebody can say they feel, not everything has soul. And through this lecture, we'll also give reference books to have people to do the work themselves and to come up with your own agenda. So did I answer a little bit?
Yeah. And one more thing to add with that, how does that relate into the world though for most people?
Okay, how does that relate to?
Or how do you see them looking at that
Okay,
the whole concept
both
of
good
it?
questions. Both good questions. How does that relate with the people dealing with spirituality? I'm assuming, and how does that relate with the world? Period. Okay, let's go with the world. A person who don't know anything, not thinking they know anything, they are prone likely to even reach and have a spiritual graduation and a spiritual understanding without them not liking anything because they're not trapped into any organization or doctrination or dogmatic views. You get what I'm saying? So, how does this relate? Is that they're doing the alchemy? You get what I'm saying? Without even have to read all the shit that we done read. You get what I'm saying? Let alone the person that's doing the spiritual works, quote unquote, you're not able to, there's no way you're doing the highest form of alchemy if you're constantly trying to tell somebody something. You get where I'm coming from? So that's why I have an ego trip when people say I'm a teacher. I'm a master teacher because I'm not trying to tell you shit. You get where I'm coming from? I'm just, this is data research. You get what I'm saying? So I take self as a occultist, eschatologist, phenomenologist, metaphysics. You feel me? So, but I don't, but I understand respectfully the levels that I'm accountable for. You get what I'm saying? I understand the image that people put on me for me to be responsible for. You get what I'm saying? I understand my path and the responsibility of that path. You get where I'm coming
That's
from?
deep.
So no matter how conscious I am, how many readings, even if I'm sneaking and going behind motherfuckers' back, because usually people, your average 9 out of 10 do that shit. Get readers, act like it's their readings. You get what I'm saying? And will go fuck some dick, fuck some pussy, using spiritual knowledge. So I'm not that motherfucker. No matter how many past readings, you get what I'm saying, I done had, but also not saying if the shit is invited to me in the right way. You get what I'm saying? Whatever. I'm trying to be funny, but you get what I'm
So you
saying.
ain't gonna do none of that corny stuff.
Yeah, it won't be corny. Won't be corny at all. You get what I'm saying? Because it's a spiritual. I mean, this. What is this for then? You get what I'm saying? What is all this work for? You
And
get what I'm
also,
saying?
to sum it up, you ain't laughing at nobody and you ain't judging nobody.
Exactly. And in the
you're
same,
not going against nobody for how they look, how they view things.
and then if you can say that, then the opposite and the other polarity to make that be true is what I bear, the judgment. You get what I'm saying? The expectations. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
And I receive that more from people who so-called look like me, people who say they know something. Do you get where I'm coming from? Will judge the most. You get what I'm saying? The highly spiritual people, the people that's walking in this and that. You know, I bear witness to that being. I bear witness to me being judged the most through that. You get where I'm coming from? So yeah.
So
yeah.
which a good way, another way of saying that you out of this world.
I
See,
guess
no.
you could say.
So no. That's what they say to you though.
Yeah,
Because that's how they look at you. But
yeah.
you ain't never laughing.
I love
none
you,
of that.
King. I love you. It's
All right,
all in theory. It's all in theory. I love you. All of this, but it's no questions being asked. That's the smart. That's the genius. The person or the being that's asking the questions to willing to keep learning. You get what I'm saying? Even if people calm the hell down and even bear witness to any time they first met me, I only ask questions. You get what I'm saying? I really only ask questions. And the ego of one or ones never let me even. That's why I have to sprinkle occultism, spirituality, sprinkle metaphysics, spirituality.
And what does it mean?
Sprinkle, quote unquote, and sprinkle. Barely do shit, but it always remained in psychology. It never really been spiritual, and you know that shit. You know, cause you my brother, but you here and appear in an unbiased form. You get what I'm saying? That's why you the only person that can do this work. You get what I'm saying? So me being a so-called teacher, I bear witness to everything. Getting judged, You get what I'm saying?
I right now want to judge you. I don't want to be who you think I'm your brother. No, I want to catch you in your bullshit.
The devil advocate.
Yeah. That's what you call it. Yeah.
That's the terminology you use. The devil
how
advocate.
You just put it in. I can't say you wrong if that's how you look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if that's how you think I'm gonna say it.
And before a lot of this go on, make sure that you write down this King. Let's see. Let me make sure I give you the right Gmail. For serious inquiries only. Make sure I give you the right Gmail. So it's King Mystery School at gmail.com. King Mystery School at gmail.com for serious inquiries dealing with spiritual ceremonies. And everything is not out of me, but if you contact and ask questions, you will receive flyers as well. And after the live video, you also see commercials and flyers added on to it for the commune work, the group work, the partnership work. So the communities that I'm involved with, the partnerships that I have on people resonating off the same frequency, you'll be able to tap in and connect with them without me. So everything, whatever you want, spiritual ceremonies, all the way to plant medicines, all the way to meditations, contact me at kingmysteryschool@gmail.com. Serious inquiries only. kingmysteryschool@gmail.com. We also have workshops, consultations. So contact whatever you would like. We have all forms of readings. Our form of Akashic reading is a signature spiritual reading. Our form of a life path reading, our form of a tarot reading is signature spiritual reading. So make sure you contact King Mystery School at gmail.com. And also, we have DJ services. And if you want to contact the DJ service, I believe it's family8business@gmail.com. So if you want a DJ at any type of event you want, it's family, the number 8, the word business @gmail.com. Family, the number 8, the word business @gmail.com. That's right.
Thank you.
And that's for DJing services for any type of events. Spiritual ceremonies as well. Spiritual ceremonies is included as well. Spiritual events is included as well. Wedding events, bar mitzvahs, birthdays, engagement parties, gender reveal, parties. Family, the number 8, the word business @gmail.com. For Psyche workshops, consultations, spiritual ceremonies, contact King Mystery School @gmail.com.
And I want to say I apologize if I can't get in tune and contacting you in a reasonable time, or what you would call reasonable time. I don't care if it's 5 minutes or 1 minute or 20 minutes. I will definitely.
You gotta understand, we really do this work, so it'd be a lot of people that's already. If you could think of a list, but we respectfully get to everybody. We never cut nobody out. If somebody say we cut you out on the entertainment side, as far as the DJ services, then you opted out of something before we can get to you. We have 10 years of services dealing even on the DJ entertainment side. So if you need a DJ for ceremonies, spiritual ceremonies, family, the number 8, and the word business @gmail.com. It's the same for any events. Okay, and then you also, in this lecture, we're going to give, I'm going to pull, I want to be natural and show you the difference. It's only for high frequency people, high frequency students. So I'm going to reference books, and I'm just going to be honest. Majority of my books is ridiculous, ain't it? Library, ever since I was little, right?
Yes.
So a lot of the stuff be out of print, but PDF that shit. PDF that shit so you can get the shit. You get what I'm saying?
I don't know, man.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
If somebody a teacher, then they should be able to give you whatever they utilize. So I always will give you whatever I utilize to get to where I'm at right now. That's why it's sometimes disrespectful for you to act as such. Because if you, whatever you say you are, you would just be that. There's no trying to prove anybody. And we're going to go ahead and go on with the lecture. Let's get it.
Okay, what's your interactions or just theoryology on occult studies and practices?
What's my own science, my own theoryology? That's some deep shit. That's a good question. What's basically my own form of occultism, alchemy science, and metaphysics? What's my own science? That is very powerful to me and a good ass question, because it's allowing me to get through this easily without me overthinking. So one who do the one who do the studies, right? If you really doing the studies, it's just that. It's not it's disrespectful if I say King Dene, I do the studies, right? And then I send you hear me, DJ See the World. What do you think about this? You get where I'm coming from? What do you think about this? That's almost disrespectful, because if you at that form of understanding, we come from the knowing. We don't think about nothing. Since we come from the knowing, we have our own agenda. You get what I'm saying? I want to reference some books right quick. I'll reference a book right quick. The Dictionary of Demons. The Dictionary of Deity and Demons in the Bible. So if you on Google that, and I believe that's Karen Vander Thorn. The Dictionary of, what I say? Deities and Demons. The Dictionary of Deities and Demons. The Dictionary of Deity and Demons. The Dictionary of Deity and Demons by Karen Vander Thorn. Karen Vander Thorn. So this will allow me to proceed with the speaking that I'm finna go into. So the God complex, a lot of people in a spiritual aspect, let alone you would name a child something, but you don't know what you're doing. You would name yourself something, and you don't know what you're doing. You take an entity or a deity, call yourself Osiris. You get what I'm saying? Imhotep. You get what I'm saying? These deities, later on in this lecture, I also prove that these are vampiric entities and deities. And I give the author of the book. But right now, the Dictionary of Deities and Demons in the Bible by Karen Vander Thorn. Get what I'm saying? So I'm using that as reference to be able to speak on where I'm going right now. So you have a lot of people deifying yourself without no source. Want to teach without no source. You get what I'm saying? Let's erase that. Let's forget that. And let's talk about what can always be talked about through spiritual people or knowledgeable people, which is conspiracy theory. You got to drop your nuts and tell the truth. So with that being said, if you're still going off a conspiracy theory, you don't know what the hell you talking about. And it's okay. But it's okay to accumulate the audience for your entertainment. You understand? That's okay. That's what you'll call free will. But make sure you don't be in the way when a master motherfucking teacher is walking through this bitch. Because that is blasphemy. You might think you sending some shit when if you spiritual, you will operate and communicate in a spiritual form. That's why, like, even my return student, you get what I'm saying? My spiritual sister, my spiritual everything, Miss Mariah, she asks questions. You get what I'm saying? And as far as my ego, it be in the form of, oh, motherfucker, you put whatever the hell, but I don't never let it go by and go past that this motherfucker asks me a question and not acting like that they know something. So you get what I'm saying? So even prophesized channels that I have off of her is fulfilled every second, and she's proven it. You get what I'm saying? So this is proven off of a kindred spirit, a soulmate, but you have to have your soulmate have to be you first for you to experience that. Your twin flame have to be you first for you to experience a past twin flame. If it don't be that, then it have to lie into a karmic relationship. It have to. What everybody with no knowledge call every relationship, a business relationship, a marriage, everything, they'll say it's karmic because you didn't do the studies. You putting a spell on your own motherfucking self. You get what I'm saying? You putting a spell on your own self. So, like, for the money, the views, I don't do this shit for that. But you will be surprised on the outcome. You get where I'm coming from? Where one would think that I do this shit for that and wanted it. I don't want that. You get what I'm saying? That's why I took this shit underground. So, like, one thing, too, is that if you just now tuning in, this my baby brother. So I have a human physical protection, ego protection over this nigga. That this nigga had to break through. That if he didn't break through that, I wouldn't act as such. I wouldn't act as such. I wouldn't, where we at right now. You get where I'm coming from? And it's deep because this is what you will call a kindred spirit. My soulmate. My twin flame. I could not call him that without me being at first. There's no way in hell. That's why everything rely on something without. Let alone a relationship. Let alone a relationship. We still here. So let's get our shit. So I hope we back and you can take it on. I'm gonna try to sweep this stuff up right quick. Ashe, our ancestors known and on Ashe. And we on live and a glass just broke without us doing nothing. A glass just broke without us doing nothing. And the ancestors are here. You hear me? A glass, a vase just broke right now. And we are here. And the energy is not no joke right now. So even if you will have to rewind this shit right now and go in live, this will be the gateway and the portal to allow you to be able to rewind right now and start over, because that means you tapped in on a financial abundance ritual right now. So if you tapped in right now, you better make sure that you gotta believe in somebody. You get what I'm saying? Including yourself. If you tapped in right now, you better stay in, and I'm just giving you spiritual challenge right now. And of course, whoever on here know who the fuck I am, so this shit ain't nothing to be taken lightly. You probably need to rewind from the beginning right now and do your money ritual right now. You probably have to do that right now. And I'm gonna hurry up, and my brother finna take over, and I'm just finna sweep up the glass right now because the base done busted to symbolize to both of us and everybody viewing that we done crossed over into a gateway and a portal. So if you here right now and even in the future, fuck, like, share, and subscribe. I would never say that shit. You better pay a fucking attention right now. This shit ain't for me. I will be the mother. I will be doing what I want to do right now. You get what I'm saying? This is what I want to do as well. Ain't nothing more powerful and spiritual than where we at right now. All love. The glass broke while we was doing live, whatever. We ain't do shit. So that's the energies and other people, ancestors that are viewing, that is bearing witness, is motherfucking ancestors right here. And you motherfuckers probably don't even like me. But your ancestors are here right now. And I will go through this lecture and prove this shit to your ass. And goddamn, I don't even want to be doing this shit. Cause what else? Well, who gonna help me if they come and fuck with me? Who gonna help me? You hear me? Shit, why the hell would I do this shit? Who the hell gonna help me? You get what I'm saying? But I'm finna go ahead and hurry up and sweep up this glass. And you can go ahead, bro. And go ahead and bring this shit in. Say something. Let them know what they tuning in. Yeah, and I'm getting this shit in order right quick. Just sweeping up. A bass just bust. Go ahead and talk. People text me, see my shit going on. Tell them about the spiritual ceremony. Come on, talk.
Upcoming spiritual ceremony.
Ayahuasca.
DMT.
Fufo.
Bufo.
Yeah, so Bufo ceremony.
Yeah, we're gonna have Bufo ceremonies. It's gonna be pretty lit though. It's gonna be after the event, right after that.
Tell them to stay on. I'm just sweeping up this glass right quick, y'all.
We don't got all the details in order, but
we got all the details. Just wait till I come sweep this shit up right quick.
Okay.
Shit. I'm getting back with y'all. You hear me? I'm sweeping this shit up right quick. Please bear with me. Please bear with me. You gotta say something, see. You have to say something. So just get this shit.
All right, we're gonna have another question coming up.
As soon as I get done sweeping up this glass, y'all.
Okay.
Bear with me sweeping up this glass, y'all. Don't log out yet. Oh boy. Talk about it. I don't know. Alright, here we come. We getting back on, y'all. Just cleaning up this stuff. Say something.
You got a particular date this event's gonna be?
Yes, just talk about the DJ services that we got. I already got everything already lined up. The people viewing already know that.
Like we were saying earlier, though, if you want any services, wedding, birthdays, ceremonies, all this, that, and that, etc., you can get in contact with me or him, family8business@gmail.com.
King Mystery School at Gmail.
King Mystery School at gmail.com. That's another one. And we'll be getting the tune.
Here we go.
And King is definitely back on his way though. Hopefully you guys taking notes like I do. That's why I'm so zoned in, because I've been writing so much without saying so much. It's overwhelming. I don't know, mess no thoughts up by talking that time though. Yep. I apologize, but I don't apologize. Some type of energy.
All right.
And we got the
All right. I hope y'all still here.
him himself.
All right. So I had to get the glass up and everything. So spiritual channel, this the place to be, right? Glass broke, all types of stuff. All right. So where we left off at? Okay, we go to the question. Okay, and then I think I left off with the book, the dictionary of. I wish I wrote this shit down. Dictionary of Deities and Demons by Karen Vander Thorn.
See?
Okay? So make sure that you tap in and view that, okay? And we ready to tap in. We back. I swept up the glass, and we all good for that ass. You get what I'm saying? Even after this lecture, make sure that you go back and look and reference this lecture, whatever you got to do. Please do that for me. Please do that for me. Because everything that I do is not for me. It's for even that one person that's listening. It's for that one person that's listening. So if you contact kingmysteryschool.com, serious inquiries only, and if you acquire off of my book before I release it, you will also be able to receive the book with a light fee. You will be able to receive the book with a light fee. Every proceeds, every donations, I'll say, is going towards studies for real. I buy books with the mugs and paying my mortgage and paying rent. You know what I'm saying? Rent on properties and mortgage, right? So shit, I ain't gonna lie to you. This shit is for research for us. So yeah. All right. And also,
So much enlightenment right now.
yeah. So also, I'm gonna open the door and light this a herbal cigarette, American Spirits. Get you some American Spirits. They ain't paying me to be a sponsor. So get you some American Spirits. Okay, I'm ready for the next question, bro. I'm ready for the next question. And also, I believe that we can probably, I don't know, I can cut on the chat for a Q&A as well. But while we right here, we can go to the next question, bro. American Spirit cigarettes, so I'm not smoking nicotine, whatever. So, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And while we on that, it's nowhere on the temples, it's nowhere in occultism studies where they talking about a diet or they talking about an attitude as well. So, higher form of spirituality is not an attitude, an emotion, or a diet either. Not saying none of that is wrong, trust me. Because a motherfucker that's doing the wrong things, it will also show and it'll also affect the biochemistry of one. You get what I'm saying? Yes, sir. My bad.
Yeah, just waiting on everybody else to, to really get into it. I know they've been waiting on me, like, you know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah, we got to school.
Can metaphysics bridge the gap between science and spirituality?
Yes. Can metaphysics bridge the gap between science and spirituality? Of course.
If so, how?
Okay, if so, how? Metaphysics can bridge the gap. Say it over for me one more time. Can metaphysics bridge the gap?
And I want to say one thing though. It's the way I word it. It's like a whole program on how they would want you to word, but you ain't being yourself.
You playing devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Okay.
So why would you want to say it like that?
Right. You playing devil's.
Okay.
Like so though. Tell them you playing devil's
advocate. I'm gonna here you go again though. Can metaphysics bridge the gap between science and spirituality?
Yes.
If so, how?
Okay, because where every principle, where every so-called technique, as you know it, it always have an end. And it's a what if. And it leads up to the reader. It leads up to the person that's allowed to be entertained. So metaphysics can solve and add them answers to every so-called problem. I will have to say, without that, you will have to have occultism before metaphysics to even understand those principles and to be able to even relate. So metaphysics is supposed to be, in metaphysical speaking, if I was a rocket science, I could be able to describe rocket science all the way down to preschool level and on up. So that's why metaphysical or metaphysics is important. To be able to bridge the gap between somebody talking my kundalini rising and my receptors going to my pineal and my pituitary gland causing an occultation, which creating an oracle, which enhances my aura. All that shit don't make shit. You get what I'm saying? But the metaphysics aspect, the metaphysic form, allow you to be able to understand even when somebody is talking out of an expertise and they don't even know what the fuck they talking about. So yes, metaphysics is very, very important and very key. Very important and very key.
Well, I gotta say, it's a blockage right now because I didn't watch so much stuff on YouTube, all these social medias though. And everything wants you to laugh. So I'm trying to catch your so I can laugh to it.
Okay.
So the blockage is keep on, and me at the same time trying to take notes. Because you saying some stuff that's hit 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar. But at the same time, I'm trying to separate from the laugh.
So make sure that you get this book by Judica Elise. And it's the Encyclopedia of Spirits. Judica Elise, Encyclopedia of Spirits.
You said Judica Elise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Encyclopedia of Spirits. So, every book I reference will allow me to proceed on what the hell I'm finna get to. You get what I'm saying? Now, refurbish my memory on the last spot where we left off at. Of course, that metaphysics will be useful, especially dealing with spiritual alchemy. Because the mystery, first of all, is what are you here to do? No matter how many times you crack a science, crack a doctrine, crack a European-centric view, what are you here to do? I'm gathering all this, then what are you here to do? That's the secret. And another thing that I'll say to a person that's supposed to be on a scholastic level, meaning teaching something that they know, when majority of us is in a position of teaching shit that we don't know yet. I will ask one, what is set according to biology? And if you can't answer that question, then we have a problem, and it's blasphemy. It's interruption, it's interference, it's disrespectful for you to text me or even hold a conversation on telling me what do I think about something when I'm from the knowing. And you're supposed to be from the knowing.
You said that a while ago.
I will always say this in every study.
Talking about earlier do your stuff though. You go back to straight what you said previously.
So you have to do the work.
Everything be relating to what you said.
So you have to do the work. And you will see, even when you're doing the work, don't think about completion, mastery. Doing the work is just that. You will bear witness to people bearing a God, entity, deity-like complex. You get what I'm saying? I'm Jesus. I'm Osiris. You Osiris. So this is the still commonality of can't do shit by yourself. As far as dealing with the psyche, I also have psyche workshops dealing with the psyche on trauma bonding. This is a form of trauma bonding. You get where I'm coming from? This is why I will say certain spiritual medicines don't allow trauma bonding. People still will congregate around you. You get what I'm saying? But that's where the synthetics and natural medicines are not equal at. You can't get up on spiritually made ayahuasca. You can't get up on spiritually made bufo, alvarius. You get what I'm saying? There's no way. You can get up on DMT, 5-MeO, ketamine, cocaine, heroin, crack, and say you having a spiritual transformation. You get what I'm saying? Let alone you can also do this with those things. But it take ones. It take the right one to be able to understand the process. You get what I'm saying? So that will also fall into the realm of racism. You have to bypass that, whether you white or black, to really get to the spiritual alchemy, which is transforming your DNA for you to be able to live into your path, let alone the yuga, the light year that we're coming into. You get what I'm saying? Even if you having spiritual retrograde, but you're a God, you supposed to be able to be on a level to where a retrograde is not affecting you. You get what I'm saying? A longitude and latitude of light, something rising, you're not supposed to get affected because you also have your own agenda, metaphysically speaking. That's how I'm able to decipher one who is really on the right path, because one would know and not come from the pondering. So you know that you will have a ship ready for you, and you here just to learn how to use your ship, other than keep tripping off the agenda. You get what I'm saying? Which what we'll call this matrix. Literature that you don't have an agenda off of. You get what I'm saying? So you always coming up with literature. That's not what I'm saying either. Do you get what I'm saying? No technique you mastered. A man with many hats, but no mastery, not hold one hat. That's why, like, a lot of people who say they so-called on they shit, no matter what the color is, they have a problem with all is all. But all is not the all. All is mine, but all is not mine. All is of mine, but all is not of the brain. Shit like that. They have problems with that because you didn't master your own fucking craft. It don't have nothing to do with me. You get what I'm saying? You got to get your shit in order. You got to do the work. And you having a human side effect, which is suffering from the God complex. That's why you have niggas.
Don't use that.
You have black people and white people suffering from those things, that they images that they was traumatically exposed to. You get what I'm saying? What's the next question? Let's skate through this shit like it's nothing. And of course, if you miss something, of course you gonna miss something if you're not on her and stand on her. So you will be able to rewind this, and it's all love. So, like, that's why it's very important for literature to be present. So you can be able to follow your own agenda instead of always jumping off your agenda and falling for what the matrix is, what you call the matrix, what you call that you know. What we got next, man?
Can you jump into the metaphysics concept related to monitoring quantum theories
Yes, yes.
of consciousness studies?
Yes, yes. Whether it's Dr. Young, Jung, whether it's Dr. What's the black guy? Tyson or something. Neil deGrasse Tyson. No matter if they're rich, no matter if they manifest everything, there's always something they have to come through because they keep skipping a spiritual process. You get what I'm saying? They keep skipping a spiritual process. Reword the question to me too, right, real quick for me, if that's possible. So I can make sure that I'm on point with it.
What's your concept on metaphysics concepts relating to modern quantum theories or the
So when questions even arise to where it's rocket science questions, where it's questions what you think, you get what I'm saying? How do you feel about that? All it is, what's your word on this? Them not questions. If it's not a question, then it's somebody operating out of an uncontrolled ego space, which is the best way I can describe this spell, especially dealing with metaphysical principles and quantum theories and quantum principles. You get what I'm saying? So it's never no questions. It's always regurgitated shit. This is how one can also know who is not studying, who is not what we'll call well versed. All of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's beyond a person ego tripping because it's no questions asked. And I can also go into, even right now, what I'm doing is thinking about every conversation I had. And I don't know when I haven't asked a question.
And me, I want to ask you all the answers, and you already said of the knowing.
Yeah, of the knowing.
If I wanted to be thinking I'm up on some stuff, how do I ask questions though if I'm up on some stuff, or
Yeah. So that's what in eschatology form, that's what I experience. People asking me how I think about shit, giving me their thoughts, but it's never no questions, but they will bear and swear. And even if I was to challenge their ego, they'll probably even fight. Even if they was to lose the fight, they'll cry whatever the fuck as if I'm wrong. But you're not even asking a question. You saying you know something and asking what I think about it. So it's crazy. It's a heavy, no good deed goes unpunished.
Okay.
What you got for me? So yeah, I guess I can. You got your questions, my bad.
No, I'm still
Judy K. Elise, the woman who wrote Encyclopedia of Spirits Every book I reference, they over $600. You can still get in PDF. Encyclopedia of Spirits, the same author, Judy K. So Judica Elise. Judica Elise. Encyclopedia of Spirits, Encyclopedia of Spells. Those are two books that's a must need to get. Must need to get. So I'm just going off of that real quick. And remember this right here. A great way to hide the devil is to make one think he doesn't exist. A great way to hide the devil is to make one think that he doesn't exist. So this represents the ego, which is the ultimate evil, as well as humane thoughts, humanity, the ego. These are all that form, and that ain't saying go destroy everything you build, go kill every human. No, that means that the true spiritual process is just that, a spiritual process. And I end with that until further ado. What's your next question? My
bad. This is my own question to you and to like everybody. Like, I want to get the understanding. That's it. And I don't even know but yeah. What's the mainstream on the spirituality and religions practices? Why is this so connected? They're supposed to be connected?
It's supposed to be connected. Why is mainstream connected to the so-called spiritual stream in so many words? Because it's prophecies that we have, and it's prophecies that we have that they also know, and it's prophecies they also create for themselves. You know this because in school you was taught the Venn diagram to compare and contrast. That would be a form of technique to prove, or reference work to prove that they are on a level to comprehend and to deal with prophecies and to be able to develop their own prophecies, if you understand that work. So, also refurbish the question so I can make sure everything is right. Everything that I'm giving is right.
Why is the mainstreams?
Okay, to also cause a distraction off into your one's true path. So that's if you're not powerful, and if a person, I have to toot my own horn, like me, is not powerful to prove and arise to power in one who believe or even just taking notes for themselves, is not on point, then why do they have to create and cause so many distractions? If this work that I sacrificed my life for is not real, then why the fuck, if your imagination is not real, then why the fuck is there so many distractions against that shit?
Hold on, what I don't know what that you took me for a spin right there.
The distractions is not what feel comfortable to you, what you naturally able to do as a physical aspect. Go to work, pay your bills, you get what I'm saying? Go to the gym, massage, go to the club, you get what I'm saying? Sauna, all this shit, you feel me? The spiritual process will have to be before all of that shit for you to be able to obtain the true spiritual side. So in layman's term and metaphysical principles, you will have to do something out of the norm. So if you doing something that you so-called spiritual, do something different, and whatever you think different spiritual is, do that. Simple like that. That's why we started off with the lecture.
Sound like magic.
That's why we start off with the lecture with pure proven magic. Even Michael Jackson told you to remember the time. Remember a good time, and whatever around, bring that into the now. You get what I'm saying? And offset all the bullshit, but you can't be doing this shit and still allowing the ego and traumas to inflare. Once you do this shit that I'm saying, you gotta let all the old shit go.
Remember the times.
You gotta let all the old shit go, so you can live in and be into the new. As simple as that. This is why I don't give readings to motherfuckers. Rather they homies on past life reading you with my homie. That's why I don't make you my homie right now. You get what I'm saying? That's psycho, just like the Matrix. Don't try to bend the spoon, but wrap your mind around the spoon to bend it. They showed you that shit in the Matrix. But you a logical thinking motherfucker and lost your imagination. You was one of those kids that bullied the motherfucker that's still watching Barney. I'm finna go home and watch Barney. Oh, you still watching? And you get sick the next day. Not knowing this motherfucker, I need you out my way because Barney the shit. You ain't finna tell me.
So he threw one at
him. You heard me? Accidentally. I hate you, man. I'm scared to say it, but I hate you. And I believe in my imagination because I'm still finna go home and watch Barney. Because I'm finna make it, I'm finna run off the bus. And I'm finna 6, 7, 8.
Order the court.
6, 11. 6, 7, 8. So you gonna fucking steal even the idiot. So you don't have to be, my articulation show me that the quantum science is showing me to bring it into the metaphysical principle and to give you substance and loving and belief to the esoteric knowledge that I have to give you to show you here I'm in Jesus Christ in the flesh. You need to slap the shit out that motherfucker. But if you want to be on a high frequency, yes, and take what you will get from that shit, and so you can be allowed to say that these motherfuckers is crazy. And I don't want to be like that. I know the real work.
All you need is your damn glasses and snot coming down your nose.
You heard me? Real shit. And I'm acting like I can even see my notes without the glasses. Ain't that a bitch? But I have superhero capabilities because of the work.
I hope I got some.
The spit is the elixir. That's what niggas want to go. You get what I'm saying? That's where niggas want to go. White people, white niggas, black niggas want to be in church. At the same time, niggas want a mama. Niggas and white people, human beings, white or black, want a mama. At the same time, be rebellious of the mother. And then want the mama back. When it's time to pay bills, my mama, my daddy. You gotta eat yourself, my mama, my daddy. Your mama and daddy is symbology and don't even exist if you're on your spiritual shit. So even if I hear you flashbacking on the motherfucker, you got shit that you ain't handled. You got shit that Back to the Future on the motherfucker. You got shit you ain't handled. You got shit you ain't handled. It's okay.
She give me the chills.
Can you be humble enough to get taught?
All you say that for?
Because the language, even the Latin derivative in the Sanctarian word, which would become before taught, is no. So you don't get taught shit that you don't already fucking know. Sometimes you have to hear an outside source. Not an outside reference, not an outside centric view being relatable. So you can move on to the next.
All the stuff you say, I swear I'd have been in this world thousands of times.
That's why this knowledge is not for nobody that haven't had a relationship with me, that done lived with me 1,000 times. Or millions of times. Even the ego of the articulation that I'm doing would make a motherfucker get the fuck off of this motherfucker. You hear me? Even the science that I'm dropping will make a motherfucker. Even the frequencies. Even if you want to watch, cut.
It's like you got a remote. Nope.
Yeah,
I don't want to watch that. Nope. I'm off.
Nope. And the other polarity is you got the remote, you ain't even touch it. And the TV turn. Nope, you can't watch it. Nope, you can't turn it. Nope, you can't do this. Nope.
That happened today.
Real shit.
You know, stuff got the coming through.
Yeah. So I'm not doing this shit for views. It could be racist people, which I get a lot of racist emails. It can be hateful people, which I get a lot of hateful emails. Why this? Why that? But you're a God. White or black, whoever you are, you God, and you asking me the questions that you asking me. You messaging me the shit that you messaging me. But you well versed, you knowledgeable.
I must not be God because I'm about to ask you a question.
Nah, you on a different. You playing devil's advocate. So you supposed to ask me a motherfucking question, shit. But yeah, let's move forward with it. Yaku Baphomet.
Nah. Damn, I had a good question for you though. Woo! What was I talking about?
You gonna pull it out? You gonna pull out your ass? No Diddy.
Yeah, he got me there. Yeah, it must be the opposite of that. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah. And what's your question? So we can keep rolling. Keep rolling.
I just noticed. I know one thing. I ain't gonna say that. I was gonna say every time I come over here, some things mysteriously just happen. TV playing certain music, you cutting it off. The vase that fell.
Yeah.
You can put some meat in early and let it come to like, slow cooking. Oh, I just forgot about my meat. It's in the oven. Be on right on time.
Yeah, all spiritual acclamations, spiritual correspondence, spiritual synchronicities. So you be experiencing synchronicities when you come over here. Yes, sir. Spiritual vortexes. So that also is a sign that you can bear witness to oneself. Can bear witness to when shit starts sinking around you. You can be humble enough and allow it to flow, and allow you to be blessed with it. You get what I'm saying? Allow you to be blessed.
But out of my whole life, I haven't noticed. I never knew when you was younger you was teaching.
Yeah, yeah. Keep
And
going.
for instance, you would say why this meat is so good and why it's so useful to you, or these seasons why so useful for you though.
Yeah.
Like you got the wonderful roasted nuts over there. It's looking a little zesty. I don't know why, but yeah. But you'll give me a reason why I should eat it. Or, excuse me, I eat it. Cut it out. Nah, you'll give me a reason why that's good. Why a good reason, like dang, I be eating. I don't know. But and this would be the stuff that most people won't be messing with, tapping into. Or that cigarette is, it's like what you just said. Your magic works through it, and you allow your shit to be your shit.
Yeah.
Without any doubts.
Yeah. I feel that.
Smell real good every spray.
Yeah, real shit.
Smell like Christmas.
So, even to bring that back, the true ultimate ego or the true ultimate evil is humane thoughts, is ego, humanity. You also have this in religious texts. Great way to hide the devil is to make you think that he doesn't exist. In occultism, the devil represents humanity. Not saying go crazy with this shit, kill human beings, none of that shit. The humane thought is the evil because you're supposed to be doing spiritual work. If one have a humanity aspect about them that's very strong, a godlike complex that's very strong, you will have to coincide that even with psychology. a godlike complex. You get what I'm saying? Chemically unbalanced. You will have to say that shit. The audacity of niggas and crackers, white people and black people, to have a form of hate, a form of not being able to be in a time and space to understand, but you're well versed, God, master these techniques. You get what I'm saying? So it's harsh. It's a non-stop of the ego popping its head around the corner. It will never stop. And you have to be okay with that because that is what you would call a controlled ego. You get what I'm saying? Mastery of the work. And then ancient Persia is the first place to have a thing you call Zoroaster. Zoroaster. So ancient Persia is the first place to have even that teaching. With that being said, everything coincides. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. The man that thinketh is thinking until death. The man that thinketh will think until death. God bless his heart. God bless his heart. This is only high frequency science, though. Let's go move on to the next question so we can get on up out of here. What's the next question, man? Let's go through these questions.
I'll be like in 30 different worlds and gotta listen to you and make sure I listen to you. I ain't doing no, just be right here with you and I'll be right here also. But I'm doing both. Is religion and spirituality the same thing? Or is they got something like correspondence with each other? You already said that. But I just can't get around that, how people take spiritual in their own formal, in their own wrong way. I mean, well, as in the physical world. By everything they say.
So ask the question again, too.
Okay. Why do everybody take the spiritual? No, I don't want to. I like not to ask the same question, but at the same time, like to say it my own way, like I ain't reading from the damn schoolwork.
Right.
But why spirituality and religion like the same, and also
why a class?
Damn, what was it?
Go ahead, ask the question. My bad. Ask the question you already wrote down. Go ahead.
Why do people
Let me see.
I'm trying to think of my stuff of what I'm gonna say as I'm reading it as well, though, cause.
Why do people?
Okay, why is spirituality put in the physical world? Why do people put that in the physical, like, physical? And that's the only way they see it, though.
Yeah.
I mean, can you not even why? Can you explain on that?
You also have.
Is it wrong or right?
You also have.
Is it the right?
It's wrong. Why do people put spirituality and religion and the world that we living in, basically? Why do people blend that with it and try to make sense of it in so many forms?
And why did spirituality become so
like
it'd be physical? Yeah, it'd be like so it'd be in the physical world.
because of
That's all
dogmatic,
they see it though.
yeah, dogma, what we'll call dogma, what we'll call centric views. That's the reason why. Because somebody haven't read. I hate to say it. Somebody haven't read. Even if they did read, they have an ego trip. You get what I'm saying? So spirituality, that's why you have Yoruba, Ifas, you have a lot of Babalaos, and they have 3.3 million white people in the African belief system. Oshun, Elegba, Ogun, Obatala, because it's saturated.
Mm.
It was meant for a social pocket and not meant to be worship. You get what I'm saying? So this is why a lot of people will find themselves in a position of doing rituals, spiritual psyche techniques, and nothing will happen because it's saturated. Too many people doing the shit. So if I'm wrong, then why your shit ain't working when you supposedly be doing a spiritual process or a ritual? Because the shit is saturated. You done turn spirituality into a religion. You done bought something that's great. You're not understanding you're a human having
something gotta be a lie then.
You're not understanding, yeah, everything I'm saying, it's a lie. So and you obviously a God having a human side effect and don't even know the shit.
God damn.
So that will answer that question. Why do spirituality basically bleed into a religion, form of fact, or belief system? Because that's as far as the ego will allow them to go. Now I'm a boxer. Now I'm something titled. You get what I'm saying? Rather than like me, I'm an enterprise, even if it's in business or spirituality. A consortium. You get what I'm saying? Library, a school. You get what I'm saying? We're not humble enough to identify our higher vibration with our lower self. So we're not conscious and woke and smart enough and genius enough to blend the Luciferian energy with the Christios energy to become a supreme being. I hope that answers your question, because you know it's a bunch of so-called smart motherfuckers that want to watch. Can you dig it? And also, if you Google Gmail, King Mystery Schools at gmail.com, you can get the Psyche book and you can inquire for consultations, only serious inquiries about spiritual ceremonies, as well workshops that's available for you to attend. Peace and love.
Okay. Make sure you answer all your questions. Okay. I don't know if I remember. I don't know if I'm not. Excuse me. I don't know if I asked you this question, but I asked it again. If I already asked you that question, I would definitely like to skip. In your experience, how does one integrate spiritually with alchemy in everyday life?
So, how do one integrate spiritually and alchemy with everyday life? I will add a metaphysical principle onto that, which utilizing your imagination. And I would like to go with an eschatology form, which meaning in real time, right now, where you can do this right now, the work right now. Imagine yourself being a surfer on the beach and it's unbelievable waves, instead of you getting off before them waves start and hop off and get on the beach, ride them waves. So don't throw out anything that sound weird. You get what I'm saying? Let alone do your true studies. You get what I'm saying? Take every communication form, let alone if it's a talking, if somebody communicating with you talking, take it as a music, somebody music. And it's a hit. You don't know if it's not a hit. Imagine if you're hearing in all these so-called factors just to be able to be humble enough to pull what you need from any forms of communication to get to the other side. Do that make any sense? What's the next question?
Okay, what does the heart and the brain go for in society? And also, what's your thoughts on that in society? So, therefore, how do people, what's their perception? Perception.
Yeah.
Prescription.
Perception.
Yeah, perception on that is in life, and how do you look at it in life?
Okay, obviously anything that you so-called master is supposed to be. So if I mastered this, I mastered that, I mastered that, I mastered this. Obviously, you're supposed to combine those things to get a whole different formula and a whole different.
And remember, I'm talking about the heart and the brain.
So you're supposed to combine the heart and the brain together to have the actual heart and the actual brain, because the actual brain is nothing but a human concept. You get what I'm saying? That's why you have Lucifer, the light bringer, without a brain. It ain't talking about no brain, nothing. It's talking about information, knowledge, and wisdom. You get what I'm saying? Which brings you abundance, prosperity, and wealth. So one can do abundance rituals and all that will happen, prosperity rituals and all that will happen is jobs falling out the sky and you thinking that, yes, this is spiritual, I'm supposed to go to this, I'm supposed to go there, I'm supposed to go to this. But you're not never honing back, pulling yourself back, and having patience to recognize what is actually happening. Which is an alchemical process, which is the highest form of science and the highest form of spirituality. It's combining all that you supposedly, if you know everything, then why don't you never ask questions to get to the other side? Why is it always shit to resonate with somebody, to feel? You get where I'm coming from? Why is it always in the form of trauma bonding? Next question.
How do you move on? The brain. Okay, you said it ain't the brain.
So you can include the brain. Go ahead and ask your question. That's all you gotta do. How do I maneuver with this shit that I'm talking about that really is the evil and the main interference? How do I operate in that form with all the fucking distractions? It's because I have my own agenda, what I always teach. And it's in an unbiased form, because if you pull down what I teach, and if we shut the fuck up and look at what everybody else pulled down, it will be different from yours. So people will pull down off a high frequency, retain what they need to move to the next side. All you have to do is be in that time and space, mentally, spiritually, so you can move to the next space. to the next time and space, to the next era, to the next yuga, to the next light year, to the next year, to the next month, to the next second, minute, hour. So, be humble. Always remain a student. It's the answer to that question in the highest form. Next question. Let's keep moving so we can get done with this shit.
This is a big question. It might not be big, but I feel like it's real big. I know you all my life, and you got into the whole playing like the older music like this right here, Boys to Men, Brian McKnight, Christmas music, just heartfelt music, soul music. And it got me thinking about the brain, your brain, and why you do that. Because when there's a lot of chaotic stuff going on in the world, how can you stay being humble?
Because I have
like
my
this?
own agenda, and I never forget what I'm here to do. I have my own agenda, and I never forget what I'm here to do. So it just so happened consists of remembering the times. So I might eat a steak. Cause having you been that little kid want to eat steak, that's for the grown people. That's for the grown people.
Yeah, I'm gonna be at this damn.
I can handle that. I can handle the steak though.
Or
that's for the grown people.
You can't sit right there. That's for the person that's gonna eat the big steak. I'm gonna be that motherfucker that's gonna eat right there though. I'm a man. That's why I got my shit gotta come out. You gotta feel me on that.
Real shit.
I mean, if you was born in our days, now they don't eat the big steak. Everybody eat the big steak.
That's how I'm able to get to the next shit.
Well, if you can say that, then how the hell you done whooped people's ass, and next week you was cool with their ass? They loved you more though after you did that.
I didn't do nothing, man.
Well,
I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. I don't fight. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I'm talking about when you say had to.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Talking about when we was kids.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, well I know I'm right.
You gotta be right. But for me to be right, I have to let that go and understand that's a time and space that I no longer have to live in and carry into this new space.
Man, he took me for a loophole. I wasn't expecting that. So I did there. Oh, you $100.
Hey King, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? I respect that.
Shit.
And I also respect it might take you 7 years to see that I'm showing love and respect for that. And I hope you see that I'm in a new space.
Woo! Boy, Hov came through the mind. If you want my old stuff, if you want my old album, buy my old album. If you want the old Hov, buy my old album. That's what he said. If you want the old Hov, buy my old album.
You can keep going. Go to the next question.
Okay. Is it like what is it to be in these dimensions in the matrix? What is to that?
Man.
Cause I read and listened.
Give me a hug.
1 through 10.
Cause
somebody said it. Oh, if you really on it, it's infinity. Yeah. Go on and on. Yeah. Dimensions. It don't stop.
And infinity.
He was on something else.
Infinity.
And he said, "Damn, is this something infinity?"
Yeah. It's a such
that kid was on something else.
And to prove this, that he don't got it all, because what you watch him display. Is it something else? Yes. Innocence, love. You get what I'm saying? So if you could understand that you could die, you could master this shit. You can listen to everything I'm saying and kill the ego. But when it's actually for the physical death, is your heart light enough for you to experience the new realm? You don't give a fuck about nothing. You hear me? So you can live into your true light, your true self. That's the way that these motherfuckers keep want to think they know. It show that you think you know because you want to ask me what I think. Get rich or die try. Hey, 50, hey, 50. Hey, listen, nigga. Listen. Listen, are you listening? I know I'm wrong, but even when I'm wrong, I know I'm right. But even when I'm fucking wrong, I still know I'm right. And I could be wrong. You have to respect that. Because this motherfucker is coming from an unbiased state, time, and space, and a point of view. You hear me? You have to say that.
He said that on there?
Yeah. See how the ego is? That shit can't be. It can't be that, Rick. That's how the ego is. That's how the ego is. It can't be that. But no, it can't be. I tell Jordan, LeBron, Kobe can hit this shot. It would still be a nigga hating on him.
I know it.
It would still be a nigga hating on him.
Got that motherfucker in. I know that shit.
He copied Jordan.
That's a conspiracy.
He copied Jordan, nigga. He copied Jordan. Fuck that he did it. He copied Jordan, nigga. LeBron doing it right now with distractions. It will still not allow you to come out of yourself an individual.
So that's
the knowing. So you can be selling the beer. You could be, you done bought the tickets with everybody. They still don't believe what you believe in. You still have to come to source. You would still have to come to source.
I tripped out this right here though. Stephen A. Smith say, I disagree every day or to everything. How can you disagree on everything, even if y'all saying the same thing? More to the story is, what does it mean to say, have one person disagree and always agree, but I don't know if I can even put that out there because it's like no defined answer. How would you answer that? Right. But no, two people always go against each other and put that in the public eye.
Yes.
And they eat at the same table.
So that would be the Osirian and Set spell or ritual that's going on. So that will coincide with every person. Why is it that you be cool with a motherfucker and you stop liking a motherfucker? Why is it that you don't even like a motherfucker and don't fuck with a motherfucker? Because these are aspects of you. You see where I'm going with it now? So even if a motherfucker didn't do what they supposed to do or you wanted them to do, these are aspects of you that you're supposed to deal with. So even in the highest form of so-called spirituality, readings, tarot readings, numerology, astrology, past life, Akashic, Acacia, Samadhi, angel, birth, all these readings, if you're doing a reading for someone, if you ever doing a reading, if somebody ever cross your path, you don't like them, you like them. These are aspects of you. Is that getting it? Even if you don't like a motherfucker, these are aspects of you. I can never fuck with a motherfucker. I could never do this. I could never do that. These are aspects of you. I'm helping. I know what I did for this person. You get what I'm saying? They could never do nothing for me. These are aspects of you. These are aspects of you. Get your shit in order. Do the work. Talk to the camera. Give us another question so we can get up off this motherfucker.
I noticed you played two concepts of music. You played Plies, I Got Money. What's it called? I Got Money?
Yep, and then I probably played a form that would be okay with the ego for everybody else. First, I played the ego form of what everybody else really wants to say, but they won't say the shit. You get what I'm saying? So I got plenty money. I got plenty money. You talking to the cosmos while you saying that. What's in my pockets, dog? You yell to the cosmos.
And I
Big face honey.
David Chappelle came in my head. I'm rich, bitch.
You
I gotta count my motherfucking
You gotta
money in my
add
pocket.
that to your cosmos.
So
in the beginning of this, I wish I could make this shit up. I want it to be natural and still.
I'm like dead man right here. Like, why is he so much energized and shit though? He's singing this motherfucker. I'm like, I ain't feel it. Yeah, my brain just
the same.
Hold on.
When you watch the Super Bowl or the Grammys, they be so energized and you gotta get into it. Cause the ritual is always already prophesized.
Oh shit! So he's talking about I'm a
this shit is already prophesized.
Yeah.
If it is not your own ritual.
Fuck.
If it's not your own ritual.
But I'm gonna rewind to what I was saying.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Damn. I'm gonna snap out of it.
And I love you to everybody that's watching.
Snap out of it. Every time when you was playing it, you was playing that song, but you might play another song that's opposite, which be playing on your TV all day. It throws me out like he played nothing but straight classics, like that gets you in that memory. The 90s mix. They got you want to dance. They got you want to white, black. None of that. That gets you in the mood.
So
but you'll play some other stuff.
Going with the field. Going with the field and the feel. Going with the field and the feel. True alchemy completion. Going with the field and the feel. So you will never lose if you go with the feel. The feel cannot resonate with centric views. That make any sense? Don't hate. Don't fuck with these white motherfuckers. Don't fuck with these black motherfuckers.
Yeah,
the feel could never go in that. You get what I'm saying?
Two different realities.
You have to challenge the feel and conquer that shit to be in true godly-like state. Next question.
Damn, you ate that shit that fast? No.
You already know, man. We don't got it. We don't gotta go there. Next question. We don't gotta go there, but it's also in the Bible. He who eats the lion becomes the lion. He who do not partaketh of the lion eateth.
Do not rewind this back and make that a mixtape. Do not rewind that and make this a mixtape. DJ CSTL.
He who eat the lion
DJ
become the lion. He who not partake in the lion
DJ CSTL
becometh of the lion.
DJ CSTL.
Yeah, so it's dealing with the ego still. You get where I'm coming from? That's why you don't have nothing on the temples telling you to eat right.
DJ CSTL.
Brush your teeth with organic shit. That's crazy. All them niggas that been in my class and they don't know shit. I never wanted to say that shit. You hear me? I need sales, y'all. I need sales. You get what I'm saying? reading sales. I need lecture people to start paying me for this shit. You feel me? So I'm not trying to hate on anybody and be like, you motherfuckers ain't shit, whatever the fuck. But these the same people that pay me. They done heard me say this shit in class. You know what I'm saying? All right, what's our next question, man? Let's go to the next question.
It's okay. I've been asked this for a while. The difference between time and space, or is it the same? Or in what space? And is it a math quad? What is the whole world on that though?
Time and space is the same because it consists of the conscious mind. One's conscious mind. This is why a person will have a problem with Hermeticism, which is the primordial teachings of any documented or recording understanding. So people will have a problem with the world is the mind, all is the mind. You get what I'm saying? Because you challenge your ego, which is the ritual that is being planned out. And even if I die, this is the only ritual that they can do. Is to make you go against your shadow self. What's bad? What's good? This how deep it is. You can still be jacking off. And you would tell another motherfucker, don't jack off. Eat a little Taco Bell. Don't eat meat. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna figure my booty hole. Don't fuck with gay people. Whatever the fuck. You get what I just gotta be real. You get what I'm saying? Niggas ain't shit. Appear in a whole nigga costume. You hear me? Jesus ain't shit. Appear to you as Jesus. You hear what I'm saying? When is it going to stop? When is the bullshit? You already know. This is my brother.
So fucking everybody gotta be fucking crazy and nuts.
This is my brother. He know this shit. He know this shit. I could tell jokes in a lecture, and what would happen? Everybody like,
I'm laughing right now. Nigga, I just said everybody gotta be crazy.
You get that shit too. Just cause you laugh. Just crazy shit. You hear me?
In my
So did you listen to anything that I said? Did you listen to anything that I said for hours? But as soon as I told a joke, as soon as you hit some dope, spiritual, I love you, brother. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you, brother. I love you, brother. You hear me? I love you, brother. Don't nothing outside of myself make me love you. Listen to me. Cause this shit is gonna help you. You hear me? Before I help any motherfucker you think fuck with you. He loved me. She loved me. My mama loved me. I ain't going like that. Whatever the... This shit gonna help you before any of that shit. I'm paying my bills, so my bills should pay itself.
Damn.
I done paid my bills, so I'm good for this month. Ain't that some sick science? Just pay your bills, you gonna be good. Then why is I keep having to do the same shit every month?
I want to know something. I gotta ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna hit to the next. Mm-hmm. Why does people get it more when people yelling? Hello. Mm-hmm. Or people straight being more physical? Like for instance.
We were subconsciously trained off of that. We are subconsciously trained off of that. This is the exact reason why Martin Luther King was known around the world. more than Malcolm X. This will be in a theology form of teaching. A technique that they did was vocal throwing. Brother, if you rise through the mountain of the shadows of death, ooh, and if you can resonate, shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. You got me want to go.
They was trained on this shit.
I'm gonna do some push-ups.
This is throwing the voice. This is throwing the vocals, throwing the message. Shit. This is in the technology.
Nigga, I look for the nobles.
And the techniques of theology, which is all.
I'm watching Gladiator tonight. I hope you want to know
which
that.
All preachers have to go through. So if you want to be a director or producer, you will be a producer form, a director of form. You will have to be a producer, director form of a preacher, and they'll teach you theology in film and entertainment form, which is called the actual book, the actual scriptures, is the Osirian drama. This is why you always have the good and the bad and the mistress. You get what I'm saying? The good and the bad and the bitch that both of them niggas want. Osiris and Seth. Isis. The Osirian drama. You can't do any screenplays without understanding that. And that might go over motherfuckers' heads. You get what I'm saying? And people think that I will want to do this shit instead of indulging in the life that I created myself off this spiritual work. You get what I'm saying? I got queens that I can be indulging in. And I'm so intelligent, I can't do it on a physical level. I have to accommodate these queens on a spiritual level. I have to feed these motherfuckers. So at the end of the day, anything resembles to black man and black woman is God. It will have to be.